So I'm looking at him literally for the first time. I'm looking at the stats, and I'm like, wow, our big kids really came to play, and that was huge for us. That's what we really wanted. Brittany and Jada and Aaron, and anytime you have your three bigs in double digits, and you have a chance to win. And I really like that, and I'm so incredibly proud of Dio. She played like a senior with a tremendous amount of pride. She's been working so hard on her game these last couple weeks. She came in early for shoot-around today, and this is what happens when you work hard. Like, great things happen. So I'm really happy that this was her last game against Texas, and this is how she went out.
Coach, I don't know if this matters. I assume it does. You really cut down on the turnovers from last time you played. I think it 29 or something.
Is that it? We only had 29?
And they scored like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So, how did you manage to do that? Did you think that was significant?
Oh yeah, that was huge, and that's another thing we've been working on. I know it sounds maybe odd to you guys. You get to cover the number 6 ranked team in the country. We're at different stages in our program this season, and so it's February, and we're working on fundamentals, and that's okay because that's just where we are. But it's paying off, and so the last month we've spent a lot of time working on ball handling and passing, and entry passes versus pressure, and it's paying off. So even though we had 22 turnovers tonight, that's a significant decrease for us. And then some of those turnovers were offensive fouls, or 3 seconds, things like that we can live with. They weren't live ball turnovers.
We saw Grayson play a little bit more once, and I feel like seen in the past. What sort of went into that?
Well, she's done it the last couple games because West Virginia, Kansas State, they play with a great deal of pressure. And Angel is, as well as she's playing, but she's also a freshman playing in the Big 12 for the first time. So it was nice to be able to give Grayson that break when Angel emerged, put Grayson back at her natural 2 spot. But it was also great that Grayson did have that experience at the point so that she's able to seamlessly move back into that role and give us a little more poise. They thought before the game we could win this game. And our coaching staff did as well. And that's why we've spent so much time watching film and coming up with a game plan and coming up with practice plans this week and a great shoot-around schedule today because we really believe that we can win this game.
And this being the 100th meeting between these two programs, how important is it? I guess how helpful is Cheryl to have in the locker room to be able to sort of bring some perspective of just the longevity of this rivalry?
For these players to every day be able to look up in the stands and see Marcia Sharp's banner hanging there, or to look over on the sideline and see Coach Sharp at practice, and for these guys to every day come in the gym and work with Cheryl Swoops and see her banner hanging there, it's just unbelievable what it does for just their confidence. Coach Swoops gave the pregame talk today, and she talked to them about pride and what this game means and why she was wearing red and black today, and just how much she still, no offense, but how much she hates Texas, and that's okay. And she talked to them about that, and I thought it was the best pregame speech that I've ever heard in 19 years of coaching. And so it was awesome to be able to rely on Cheryl, someone who has played in some of these games, someone who, if I'm not mistaken, I think when her team was the first team to beat Texas at Texas, if I'm not mistaken, is that correct? So for her to be able, someone that's been in it at her level, it definitely meant a lot more coming from them than it would from me or anyone else.
Was that a goal to punish them inside, especially as you did in the first half? They couldn't really stop it at all.
Yes, for all of our weaknesses, our strength, regardless of our opponent, is our inside game. And so we really, instead of focusing on our weaknesses, what we like to do is really build on our strengths. And so that was a major, that's always a game plan for us. Even today, even versus the number 6 ranked team in the country, we still felt like we had an advantage inside.